The warning signs are everywhere in America. Now, what I'm about to tell you is not financial advice. I'm just speaking from my paradigm and what I'm doing. But I'm here to tell you, if you do not follow Ray Dalio, the changing world order, or the big debt crisis, you must study his information. Ray Dalio was interviewed on Fox News, and he's starting to share with us we are now at an inflection point around a debt crisis in America. We have more debt than income. Our bond yields inverted. Our debt held outside the United States is almost 40%. We now have to borrow to pay for our debt. Think about that for just a moment. And other central banks around the world are starting to look at America as a risk. So with America looking like a risk and we borrow 40% outside the United States and our credit rating went down, how are we going to continue to borrow if people don't want to lend to us if we cannot control our finances? So that's the bad news. But here's the good news. If you're somebody who's been paying attention and were somebody who went through all the judgment around cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, and all your friends and family told you it was a fraud, well, guess what? You're right. You were right the whole time. You held the line. You stuck with your guns, knowing that crypto was going to be the new financial system. And so what's happening? With the credit crisis, overvalued stock market, no money in the system, and bad leadership, the flight to safety is now crypto. It went from cryptocurrency is a fraud to cryptocurrency is a flight to safety for some of the largest asset managers in the world. So now it's time to be non-emotional. But if you don't want to hear it from me, let's hear it from some of the two largest asset managers in the world, what they think the flight to safety and quality is. So this is Cathie Wood. She is touted as one of the best investors in the world, ARK Investment, who applied for a Bitcoin ETF and a Ethereum ETF. This was 7 months ago. Remember 7 months ago, the bond yields inverted, Silicon Valley Bank collapsed, and we had a liquidity crisis. Listen to what she said, and then we're going to listen to the other asset manager, largest asset manager in the world, and what he says about crypto.
Problems. I mean, I think the most dramatic example of it to us was the behavior of Bitcoin last week. It absolutely took off. It was a flight to safety vehicle.
So Bitcoin was the flight to safety as banks were starting to collapse. The bond yields inverted, but Bitcoin's the flight to safety. Wait a minute. The asset managers, Jamie Dimon, the largest bank in the world, said that it's a pet rock, it's junk, it's crap. Larry Fink, the head of the largest asset manager in the world and is on the board of trustees for the World Economic Forum, told you cryptocurrency is a fraud, it's used for money laundering. Well, let's hear what he is saying now around cryptocurrency. So this video is 7 months after Cathie Wood said that a month ago.
Global terrorism. And I think there's more people running into a fight to quality, whether that is in treasuries, gold, or crypto, depending on how you think about it. And I believe crypto will play that type of role as a flight to quality.
What? What do you mean? In 2017, you told us it was used for money laundering. That's a big flip. Or it could be, guys, that the switch was flipped a long time ago that I told you guys. Bitcoin's inception in 2009 was a future plan to switch us to a new monetary system. So if you're in crypto, it's time to be non-emotional because the FUD is going to get crazy. And if you're holding on from 2024 to 2025 with the Bitcoin ETFs getting approved and Ethereum ETF in first quarter, if that gets approved right around April when the Bitcoin halving happens, you better get ready for an absolutely parabolic move. So here's exactly what I'm doing, speaking from my paradigm, not financial advice. So as crypto goes parabolic, as everybody's flooding in, I'm exiting the market. I'm holding 50% of my portfolio long-term, not touching it, legacy. 50% will be exited during the bull run as it goes up at price targets, laddered up. So let me give you an example. If XRP hits its all-time high of $3.70, I'll exit about 5 to 10% of my portfolio of the 50%. Then if it goes to $5 or $7, I'll make decisions along the way. I'll pull a little bit more profit. And as it continues to go up, I'll pull profit on the way up because when it goes parabolic, for you guys, the exchanges will shut down. And as I've already pulled profits, you'll come sliding down the back end because you can't pull your profits because everything shuts down. That's called a ladder exit strategy. So we always make sure we pull our initial investment, we pull profits. From there, I max fund. I'm going to continue to max fund Index Universal Life Policies tax code 7702 to protect my principal. I'm all about protecting my principal. You guys trust what's going on? I don't. So as you insure your life, we insure our money. Very important how your agent sets it up. If they're not, make sure they're not maximizing their commission. They're maximizing your living benefits and your ability to pull money tax-free on the back end. Extremely important. Number 3, precious metals. So I'm in silver right now. I'll be going into gold. I don't have a lot of expertise around it. I just know silver's for barterability and gold is God's money and it's a store of value. Business, we're experts in business, scaling and running businesses. I have equity in multiple companies. I run above the businesses, not in an arrogant sense, but I have a COO and a CFO that runs my companies. It allows me to free up time, to generate more income, to use that income to free up time, if that made any sense. And then, like I said, we're heading into real estate. We have real estate experts within our community in our Warrior Academy. We're going to be doing 506Bs and we're going to be going into apartment complexes and multifamily in 2024. And what makes me the richest man in the world is my relationship with God and following the life of Jesus and following 3 principles. Loving God with all my heart and loving humanity as I love God. I don't care about religion. I don't care how you believe in God. I still love you. There's no division to me. Number 2 is I pull the log out of my eye before the Paul the straw to yours. That's why you don't see me respond to hate comments or even feed. And lastly, I treat others as I want to be treated. Pretty simple. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. As we always say, Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go. People keep asking me why I'm sweating. This is called moisturizer, guys. Taking care of that skin, baby. Love you. All right, do this on the back end of every video. I will never proactively DM you. Those are all scammers. I do not invest people's money. We have free resources for you all over the place. Linked in my bio. First resource is a free consultation with my licensed insurance team in all 50 states to teach you tax code 7702, how we secure our principal with insurance. Number 2 is a 16-page guide, absolutely free, on exactly how my allocation or my diversification is set up and how we did it spiritually, mentally, and financially. Absolutely free, linked in bio. If you want to jump in our academy, we can. It's a membership and you can get into the education part of it. And I think that's it. That's all in the bio here. But do never send anybody money pretending to be me. That is not me DMing you. That is not me in your comments. I love you guys.